Now, I know it's not the best footage in the world, but what you just saw was a man running through a crowd determined to get into a mosh pit. And in the process, ran into a mother and her 6-year-old daughter, which then prompted the mother and the daughter and the father to come up to us saying, oh, your friend's an asshole. He just trucked my 6-year-old daughter. And we don't know him like that, first of all. Let's just call him Caveman, okay? We don't know Caveman like that. That's the topic of today's video. How old should you be to go to concerts? And proper concert etiquette. What is crack-a-lackin', my people? It's Javika, and welcome back to Trash Times of Jake, a video series where I complain about stuff that happens in my life or in the world, and you listen to it if you really want to. Fun times. So we went to this concert and met up with a guy named Caveman, the guy who was, running through the crowd trying to get to the mosh pit and bumped into the mother and the 6-year-old daughter. So the mother and the daughter were at the ring of the mosh pit. They were the last people Caveman bumped into before he got into the mosh pit. So they were like right there. If it was me, personally, I wouldn't let my daughter anywhere near that mosh pit. If it was me. Now, was it cool of Caveman to do what he did? No, 100% not. However, in a situation like that, I think you should have the awareness of your surroundings. Like, okay, these guys are moshing in front of me. Maybe I should get my daughter away from it in case one of them comes barreling out, someone hits them into my daughter, and that's putting her at risk. But you wanted to stand closer for the concert, and yeah, that shit happened. So after he was done in the mosh pit, he went to go grab us drinks, and then the mother comes out talking to me and my friend saying, oh, your friend's a fucking asshole. He was trucking my 6-year-old daughter to get into the pit. You need to fucking talk to him. Like, she was going after us. And we don't know him like that. I just want to let that be clear. I already said it before. I'll say it again. We don't know him like that. So when Caveman came back with drinks, we told him, look, dude, we just had a mom come up to us. Apparently, you trucked her 6-year-old daughter. It's not funny, but when we told Caveman this, he basically said, well, maybe the daughter shouldn't have been near the mosh pit, and proceeded to say that he didn't see the mother or the daughter, and this guy's blitzed, he's drunk, I don't give a fuck. We were like, look, man, this ain't our situation, but we're just letting you know what she told us. And then the rest of the night came along, and this dude Caveman was barking all around the concert, going, ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, 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 oh. Like, all around the fucking concert. He was barking all around the concert. Every time a song ended, you could hear him go, oh, oh, somewhere in the crowd. He was circling us for like the first half of it, just like fucking swinging around, fucking running around us. And this is 4 people he's running around at the back. He doesn't even want to go in the mosh pit anymore. He's just fucking circling us, making his own mosh pit. He is the guy that makes his own mosh pit. It's fucking crazy. Hell, he was going up to people after his show and was barking at them. I'm surprised he didn't get his ass kicked. But security ended up talking to him at the end of the show. It's like, look, buddy, you gotta get the fuck out of here. And he was like, what, you want a fist bump? You want a fist bump? And he's like, get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. But when it comes down to concerts, whether it's metal, EDM, or anything really high energy, and there's going to be a lot of energetic people who want to get that energy out and start swinging elbows and shit, I think it's best to, maybe take the kids away from the big crowds, and especially if you see a mosh pit forming. Because that mosh pit was there when the band started. So the mother had a couple of songs to get her kid out of the way. Now, you don't know where a mosh pit's going to spawn, and I completely understand that. But if you do what we did, and you stand a little bit towards the back, not completely, but enough towards the back where you hear the sound good enough, but you're not getting in a big crowded situation, I think that's perfect. I don't think you should limit kids to going to concerts, but at the same point, if it's a metal concert like that, please get them away from the mosh pits. Even if you don't know someone's going to come barreling through, which again, Caveman's at fault for, I think taking yourself away from that situation is the best thing you could do. Because it's an unspoken rule that, like, if you're near a mosh pit, more than likely you might get thrown into a mosh pit. Or you might run into someone who's trying to get into that mosh pit and will bump you into it. Because it's happened to me plenty of times. But yeah, to summarize, kids shouldn't be in their mosh pits, at least be a little bit courteous if you want to get into the mosh pit. And yeah, you're always going to run into intoxicated people who just want to make noises and be obnoxious. But Caveman has always been a wild card from what I've been told. So hey, he's a good buddy to have fun with. Just don't get in trouble with him.